Eagles, what happened? How'd you lose to the Arizona Cardinals 35-31 and blow the NFC East? Oh, that was funny. What a hell of a game. Probably the game of the day. And who expected this to be the game of the day? What was the 3-12 Cardinals versus the 11-4 Eagles? Like, who expected this to be the game of the day? Being unbiased, legit, this was a hell of a game to watch. This is the best I've seen Kyler Murray play this year. He's had some solid games, but this is probably the best I've seen Kyler Murray play. He was 25-31, 232 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Besides that pick 6, I thought Kyler Murray was fantastic. Also had 5 runs for 24 yards. So he laid that final drive, man. And they got torched by Kyler Murray for 3 second-half touchdowns. And what a performance by Kyler, by James Conner as well. He had a fantastic game. Michael Wilson had a great game. And Jonathan Gannon leading his team to upset what was his former team he coached over there. I believe, the defensive coordinator, Mr. Gannon. Cowboys legend, Kyler Murray. Put some respect on Kyler Murray's name. He proved that today while helping his now coach spurn his former team. He's your franchise quarterback now and into the future. You paid him that big extension, and I think he looked pretty solid this year. And from people who wanted them to move on from Kyler Murray, watching that win are probably upset. But hey, if you feel he hadn't proved himself, if there's any Cardinals fan watching, I guess this team proved it today, second signature win, because they beat 2 playoff teams, one possible in Pittsburgh, and then and Arthur Smith. Yeah, ain't impressive. But beating 2 playoff teams like the Cowboys, the Eagles. I think the Eagles have honestly quit. Their defense looked horrendous, looked awful. And saying, I don't even think they got a single stop in the second half. At least I don't remember them getting one. But people talking like crap about Kyler Murray. Probably regretting that today here as he laid that comeback. Great games for the running back. The Eagles could not stop the run. James Conner had 26 runs, 128 yards, 4.9 yards per carry, 1 touchdown. Great game from James Conner. The Eagles really freaking struggled to stop the run. And James Conner got the touchdown. I think he had 2 total. And San Francisco pretty much locked up home field. They locked up the number 1 seed. And now my Dallas Cowboys can take the NFC East next week. So, James Conner's was great all game long. And Dortch deserves the starting slot position. Dortch had a great game. McBride was good. Michael Carter's a solid running back too. I don't know why the Jets got rid of him, but it paid off for Arizona. They got a legit 1-2 duo there with James Conner and Michael Carter. Michael Carter was great. 7 runs, 61 yards, and also had 1 catch for 6 yards and a touchdown. So great game from Michael Carter. Had a nice juke move as well on Eli Riggs. Freaking took his ankles. Let's go receiving now. Greg Dortch, 7 catches, 82 yards. So great game from Michael Dortch. Or Greg Dortch, excuse me. And had that big catch that got the Eagles inside the 5-yard line. Trey McBride, 6 catches, 48 yards. Rondale Moore, 3 catches, 26 yards. Michael Wilson, 4 catches, 35 yards and a touchdown. Elijah Higgins, 2 catches, 21 yards. James Carter, 1 catch, 5 yards, 1 touchdown. A nice one-hander. Amari DeMercado, 1 catch, 9 yards. It's not like their defense was that great. They got the interception there at the end on the Hail Mary. But I knew Cardinals' defense wasn't good, but I'm like, the Eagles' defense isn't really that good either. And the Cardinals were able to get into the red zone a few times in the first and second quarter, but they settled for field goals. But in the second half, they were getting touchdown. They outscored Philadelphia 29-10 in the second half and won 35-31 with that touchdown, pretty much to win with James Conner to improve to at least get one more win on the season. 4-12, the Eagles dropped to 11-5. It's really bad look for Philly, man. Losing to Arizona, you're playing at home against a bad, I shouldn't say bad team, but they're not, I don't know. They play competitive, but the Cardinals aren't good. I think they scored a touchdown every drive in the second half. I'm pretty sure. Maybe there was one drive they didn't score. Better than that, yeah, they were pretty good. Jalen Hurts was 18 to 23, 167 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, 8 runs, 25 yards. You gotta give some credit to the Cardinals defense. They made a huge stop there to limit the Eagles to a field goal after that stupid onside kick. But then it was like second and like 16. The defense reached down Hurts well, makes him just slide down for a 4-yard loss and then a halfback screen, which I thought was a terrible play. And the freaking crowd was booing as they should have. DeAndre Swift, 13 runs, 61 yards, 4.7 yards per carry. He reached over 1,000 yards for the first time in his career. They finally started going to him in the second half, like in the third, fourth quarter. But he doesn't feel the identity of what that team needs. They didn't really start using him until like the third quarter. Yeah, you still had first and 20 with like AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert, DeAndre Swift, and they just really conceded the game, I thought. DeAndre Swift's a good receiver as well. But they just use him strictly to run the ball. I know he's a good runner, but it's like, he can catch the ball too. I mean, he doesn't deserve to be on the Eagles. Julio Jones, 2 catches, 34 yards, 2 touchdowns. Yeah, Julio Jones actually did something. He got 2 touchdowns in this game, 2 catches. AJ Brown, 4 catches, 53 yards. Goddard, 5 catches, 47 yards and a touchdown. Devontae Smith, 3 catches, 30 yards. And Gainwell, 4 catches, 15 yards. They only got 1 sack on the day with Jalen Carter and had that interception with what's his name, Sidney Brown. Other than that, the Eagles defense really didn't get much pressure on Kyler Murray. They only forced that 1 turnover. But what was big for the Cardinals, the time of possession, 39 minutes on the clock to the Eagles 20. They done a good job of picking up first downs, getting like 5-6 yards of play at times, converting third downs. They had 32 total first downs to the Eagles 17. They were able to rush the ball really well, 221 total yards, 449 total. I thought their defense done well, because their defense technically only gave up 24 points, which is pretty good for their standards this year. They done a good job controlling the clock, running the football, and Kyler Murray making plays when he had to make them. So you gotta give credit to the Cardinals. So they pretty much shook up the NFC. So the Dallas Cowboys are back in first place in the NFC East. So now if we can just get that win at Washington, we'll get a wild card home playoff game. And I know we lost to Arizona. I know. I'm not saying. I'm not making excuse for that game. That's besides the point. And I don't want to hear that. The Eagles are going to drop back to the 5th seed anyways. So I think we'll at least win that home playoff game. I just hope we can make it far. So, yeah. Congratulations to the Cardinals, and Phillies lost 4 of their last 5 going to the playoffs. They have 1 more game, I guess, to figure it out. But, yeah, the Eagles, they might get freaking upset. They might get freaking upset in the first round, I'm being honest. It's really hard to say here. Ravens Dolphins recap next, so until next time, peace.